Hi, I'm Samantha Nolan-Smith. Thanks for joining me. So some of you may have seen the Simon Sinek TED Talk, Start With Why, and I'll create a link for it below this video. And that talk generated a lot of discussion around doing business in a particular way, about focusing your purpose, your mission, your goal for life right at the heart of business operations. And I think irrespective of whether you're a business owner or you work for somebody else, everybody wants meaning in their life. Everybody wants to have a sense of purpose. And so everybody ultimately is looking for a why, the why that drives them. So I've got 4 signposts for you today. Who are you jealous of? Who just irritates you because they're doing the stuff that you just wish you were doing? Whenever I see somebody on, through the internet or in person, and I start to feel a bit narky, I know that there's something there. There's a clue. They're allowing themselves to do something that I really want to do. And for whatever reason, I'm not. So look for those people. They're very helpful. They're angels. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? And this seems so obvious, doesn't it? What are you passionate about? And yet so many people think that your why is probably wrapped up in hard work. Your why is never wrapped up in hard work. Your why is always joyous and joyful and brings exuberance to you. If you think that you're living your why, but it's not bringing you joy, it just feels like hard work, then you may have got confused with what you're good at as opposed to what your strengths are. And this is an amazing concept that Marcus Buckingham brought to the world, where he said, let's stop focusing on getting good at the stuff we're not particularly good at. That's not your strength. Your job is to work to your strengths, and your strengths are the things that make you feel strong. So it is with your why. Your why makes you feel strong. It's absolutely encapsulated in what people think is just this throwaway line from Joseph Campbell, follow your bliss, but is actually very deep wisdom about a real and lasting and sustainable happiness in life. So find what you're passionate about. Don't worry if you've got no idea how you can monetize that. I had absolutely no idea how I could monetize my passion for clearing out my own crap. That was what I was really passionate about, getting more and more free in myself, getting happier and happier in my life by doing alignment work on myself. And when I first heard this question about do what you're passionate about, I thought, well, what, am I going to sit in a room and just keep doing clearing on myself? And when I really opened more into that question, I realized that actually I could create a business that was wrapped around trying new techniques, creating meditations, creating worksheets, creating ways for people to clear. And I would be the first guinea pig, and then I would share it with the world. So I mention that story because it's important not to jump to straight away, but how is it all going to happen? When you're in the realm of why and the investigation of why, just park that to the side for the minute. You can come back to it later. And it's important to come back to it later, just not now. The third thing I'm going to suggest is, if you've ever had that thought or you've even heard yourself say it, why isn't somebody doing something about that? Guess what? That is a clue. That's a clue to your why. The fact that it came to you and you're the one who's wondering, why isn't somebody doing something about the trees being cut down? Why isn't somebody doing something about people who are homeless? Why isn't somebody doing something about the parlous state of fashion in the world? Whatever your observation is, there is another clue. If it came to you, it's yours to work with. It's yours to do something with. Stop waiting for somebody else to do it. And finally, and this one I got from the lovely Danielle Laporte from her Fire Starter sessions, where she says, just ask, what do people thank you for? That I found a little bit tricky actually, first of all, because the truth is you're doing it all the time on some level. And so people are thanking you for it all the time, but you just do it so naturally that you take it for granted. So take a little bit of time with that one. What are people thanking me for? Don't naturally then try and jump to how does that turn into a business? Just notice. Just notice. Maybe they thank you for listening. Maybe they thank you for being there, for being thoughtful. Maybe they thank you for inspiring them. Maybe they thank you for healing. Just notice what it is and let it sit for a while. Bring those other elements in, and that part of it will make itself clear over time. Sometimes that's the thing that's really at the heart of the business, but it's not the subject area of the business. So your subject area might be selling clothes, but what people really love about you is that you match people to the clothes in a way that means that they never walk out of the store buying things that they're never going to wear. And so the thing that people have probably been thanking you for years is that noticing what works for them. So take those 4 questions and just see where they take you. I promise you, if you pay attention, they will guide you to your why. And then the only question after that is, are you willing to step into it? So thanks for joining me. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and come over and subscribe at samanthanolan-smith.com and stay up to date with all the observations, tools, and tips that I share about work, life, and spirituality.